Hi Aquarius, this reading is for Aquarius, all placements, okay? And we are finding out what is it that you need to know. This is going to be a pick a card. We'll do it traditionally, so I will timestamp 1, 2, and 3 in the description. All right, now because this is for the Aquarius Collective, you can, if you're called to all 3, watch all 3. More than likely every message you will resonate with, okay? But if you're being pulled to a certain number, by all means go ahead and check that one out first. So the way that we're gonna do this, well, first of all, let's just, I already invoked the Holy Spirit, but just bring the Holy Spirit in again and just blessing this reading, putting a circle around it. Yes, yes. And we're going to ding the bell, invoking your guides, your angels, your higher self to come and join us in this reading. So how we're going to do it is, this is the image that came to me when I was meditating on what we're going to do for this. So I want you guys to kind of stare at this image and focus on the number that you want to pick first, okay? So if you feel like you're just going to be like, I just want to hear all 3, then focus on one number, okay? That is like the one that's pulling you the most, the one that is showing up in your heart right now, not the one that's showing up in your third eye. Go down into your heart and see what you see, 1, 2, or 3, okay? And as you're focusing on that, I'm going to get the channeled messages for each group, okay? So for number 1, go ahead, if you're focusing on number 1, stare at the image and just focus on number 1. Okay, so we are going to start with number 1. We'll bring this back out for when we go with number 2. Okay, guys? So I do know this is about abundance. I have the Abundance Angels deck out. We have the Divine Abundance deck out. And we have the Lemurian deck out. Okay, so already. So what you need to know, number 1, this, okay, I'll just show you kind of like the images a bit. The sun is shining on you, right? So it's shining down on you, like it's pouring down on you, or it's going to be pouring down on you. But I just heard mindset shift. So there's going to be something that is going to click for you, and it's going to turn pessimism into optimism. And it might be just a realization that you were, there were programs running in the background that kept you blocked, because then I got a brick wall. So maybe things that you were trying, you kept hitting a brick wall and it wouldn't work out, or you would get stuck, or you would start to experience bad luck, or you know, things not working out, this kind of stuff. And that's only because of the thoughts that were running in the background. But I feel you're going to get hip to that. Like you're something's going on with your psychic abilities. It's growing to where you're actually going to be able to hear your subconscious, like the very, very, very soft subconscious things that are running in the back. A lot of times when you're awakening, Okay, you're still decalcifying your third eye. So you may not necessarily hear the background programs that are running. You may not hear the negative thoughts that are running, right? So as you do your inner work, your self-care, your self-love work, and your third eye gets decalcified, your pineal gland gets decalcified, then you're going to start not only hearing, but even seeing. Like there are times when I have a throat blockage and I can put my hand on my throat, and instead of instead of me seeing at my third eye, I actually can see, or I'll hear, or I'll feel, or they'll show me something on what is the blockage. And sometimes I'll hear what it is that I'm saying to myself, and that's what the blockage is, right? So something like that is about to come into you, or is about to grow for you, or about to get turned on for you. And then I got snow cone red, snow cone red, and then sometimes blue. So I definitely am seeing like the Freezy Pops as well, like ice blue, the Freezy Pops, and that snow cone brand, it's like red and blue. So there might be something there. It might be something, I heard Patriots, so there might be something with like, even I'm feeling hockey as well, because of I'm feeling cold right now. So there might be something happening with that, or maybe it's something in your past, or I just heard resentment. Maybe there was some resentment that you're holding on to, having to do with something in this area, okay? And it might be a little bit different for all of you guys. It might not, the whole thing might not be for you. It might be like a piece of it, okay? And but I feel what you need to know is, if that clicked for you, send forgiveness to that, to whatever that is, so you can loosen it and soften it, and it can dissolve and be let go. All right. And then I saw Blue's Clues. Okay, so maybe this was from a childhood wound or something like this, or has to do with a child, or just has to do with something. Blue's Clues, I read that a lot to my brother when he was like younger, like the books. So there might be also a story that you're holding on to that is from a childhood wound that needs to be recognized and reprogrammed, okay? Or not reprogrammed necessarily, but released, okay? Release, like accept it and release. So forgiveness, so that you can come into acceptance and then release it, because it also was something that was blocking you. But the good news is that you are going to move on from this, because it said moving on. And then I saw a fire ladder. So the fire, I actually saw the fire ladder outside of a building, and it was like up against the building, as if the fireman was going to be going up the ladder to get, you know, somebody out the building. So I feel like this moving on from this is going to prevent a tower moment, okay? Because the divine, yeah, I'm seeing 2020. That might be something might be significant on today, August 24th of 2020 might be significant for today. All right, so it's like the divine is coming in, and their divine intervention, and they're helping you to face your fears, and they're coming in to give you a ladder to get out of a situation, so you can move on past from it. All right, because it's the thing that kept you blocked. It's the thing that kept you, look at this, it kept you blocked, and it kept you caged, okay? And then that's it. It's completion, because then I drew an X. Okay, so let's get to the cards for you, number one. Yeah, I feel like what's happening too, because there's a lot of in my background, I'm in this energy, I'm having to remind myself to open. So I think there was a lot of fear around being who you truly are, or showing who you truly are, especially your psychic abilities and these kinds of things. And I feel that's where your abundance lies, in your spiritual gifts. But it may not just be psychic abilities. There's spiritual gifts and talents, yeah, that are... But I feel you're highly empathic too. All right, look, evolution. So there's a mermaid here. There's a DNA. So, and look, 24. So there goes a 24 again. So definitely 24 is super important for you guys. the 24, this is interesting. This is interesting. I just got this download really quick. Listen, do this. If you guys have an app, a video app, okay, do this. This is going to be super fun. Go back, and this is something also to help release your mind a little bit as well and help you see something. Go back the past 24 months, and I know it's like, you're like, Janice, 24 months? Yeah. Go back the 24 months, and on the 24th day, upload into a little video app the pictures for that day. Okay, this is gonna be really fun. All right, and then make a little video for yourself and watch it. There's a message. If you 24, I wanted to do 12 months, but no, they're saying 24. There's a message. You're gonna see your evolution. I feel like you need to see this. You need to see your evolution. You need to see how far you have come. Okay, so the 24th of every month, it's a little project, but it'll be something fun. It'll help you dig into your creativity. It'll help you release your mind, detach. Okay, do something fun. It also is going to help you release emotions, because I feel like for my number ones, you guys have forgotten about the good times. All right, I feel like there's been a time, and maybe it's been recent, where you've been focused too much on what you've lost, too much on how hard it's been, right? And because of that, you have that's part of this block. You know, when things are going really good, then all of a sudden, for some reason, you start focusing on the failures and the emotions of the failures, and then you start manifesting it. Okay, so I feel a lot of you guys are catching yourself, and you're like trying to quick go back to your sunshine. You know, so sunshine rain down on me. That's a song by Lotto. So if like, that's that energy. And there's also this energy of I bless my enemies. That's what she says in that song, that I bless my enemies, right? Because that's the thing, there's no resentment. So that resentment is a big reason why some of your manifestations have either been held up, stuck, or have not come to fruition. Okay, yeah, there's definitely one event, but for some of you guys it might be two events, something from adolescence and something from childhood, where you have to forgive it, accept it for what it is, and then release it. Release the emotions around it so they no longer have power over you. Yeah, look at that flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yes, so definitely it's going to release attachments in your crown chakra. Okay, they don't, yeah, because I want to be able to see that. I feel like there's going to be a card that comes here. And then it says, right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. Yes, okay. So that might be what's happening too. You know, you remembering how hard something got and being afraid of it getting like that again, and can you handle it? So this is you coming in this energy of peace, the Buddha energy, and compassion, and trusting the divine, trusting the process, that you're not going to get more than you can handle, okay, or more than you are ready for, because the divine knows that you are working on yourself and you're working on growing other things too. You know, for some of you guys it could be a family, or some of you guys are working on relationship stuff, romantic relationship stuff. Some of you guys are working on, you know, business ideas. Some of you guys are, you know, growing your business, these kinds of things. So the divine is saying, although you are evolving at this time, we know that you are also helping your projects, your ideas, your relationships to evolve as well. So you don't need to worry about things getting too hard to handle. Okay, yeah, too hot to hold, these kinds of things. I feel like I just burnt my hand, you know, like I just touched the stove. So this is what happens when you're not grounded. Okay, you have one of those pots on the stove, and it's a metal pot, and the handle happens to be metal too, and because you're not grounded, you don't remember that you got to get the pot holder in order to hold the handle so that you can stir the pasta. Okay, this is the example that's coming through. So what the divine is saying is that focusing on the past keeps you in the past, and it keeps you from being present. And when you're not present, you are not grounded, and then that causes you to have these blockages, get this stuckness, and also for you to cause harm to yourself because you're not fully protected in your energy because you're not present. Okay, so if you're grounded and you're present, you're gonna know, okay, because you're going to remember that, oh, I need to get the pot holder before I grab the handle. Okay, so a lot of times a sign of not being grounded is when you can't remember things and you feel scattered, and you can't remember. You're just like, what was that? I know, what was that? It's very hard to remember, and that's showing you're not grounded, and to go do some kind of exercise to release that stagnant energy, you know, movement, working with your hands, doing breath work, working with mudras, okay, yeah, okay, working with mudras, meditating, these kinds of things. Then we got right action. I'm gonna say this wrong because I know I'm gonna say it wrong. Is Arparigaraha. Literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So yeah, oh, that's, we're gonna clarify, guys. We definitely are gonna clarify, because on this one there might have been a trauma. Okay, so because of either a childhood trauma or an adolescent trauma, or even both, okay, number one, what ended up happening is you carried that wound with you, and you carried it into a relationship or multiple relationships, okay, and you repeated that cycle, and so you got hurt multiple times, right? And so I feel like this last time that you got your heart broke probably was like the camel's back type of thing, and that's the thing we have to still do forgiveness work on, you know. And sometimes, and it's okay if anytime someone comes up, you have to say, I forgive you and I release you. I take my power back from you. I give you back your power, you know, and I release you with love, you know, this kind of thing. That is completely okay, because as you evolve, there's going to be more and more and more of you're going to be getting deeper connection to your soul. So you have to get all the crap out the way. So you're getting all the crap out the way. You're going deep. You're diving deeper, going deeper. Okay, so that way you can feel calm and feel peace and feel joy and happy, and focus concentration on manifesting consciously. Okay, yeah. All right, you said do that one after. All right, so we're going to do right action. Yeah. So what that was is it was dealing with your worth. You didn't feel worthy. All right. So the affirmation that's coming up, which I feel like you're already saying, is I am worthy. Okay, or I have recognized my worth. Okay, you could say it like that as well, using I have. If I am worthy is too far away. Okay, if you don't feel your energy lifting or clearing when you say I am worthy, then say I have seen my worth, or I see my worth. Okay, this kind of things, because this is something of you needing to really see who you are. Okay, and how powerful you are. Yeah, and how powerful of a manifester you are too. All right, yes, right now. Okay, so with right now, we got the Ten of Cups and the Chariot coming out. Yeah, and they're having me put this like up here. So what's going on is the divine is saying right now, what you need to know is focus on this emotional fulfillment and focus on that peace. So a lot of solar plexus work, I think, is definitely needed. And I said, I think, so that's, you got to release self-doubt. Okay, you got to release self-doubt in that solar plexus energy. Yes. And then you will see your forward movement. You'll see your forward movement, and you will move into this energy of I know who I am, you know, I value who I am, I appreciate who I am, and you will be able to fully embody yourself in your full power, and there will be opportunities for movement for you in other ways, because now you're seeing yourself in through different eyes. You're seeing yourself through the eyes of love, all right, the eyes of God, the God that dwells within. Yes. Yeah. Now this is interesting because it came upside down, and so that's the other thing. It's telling me that right now your Queen of Pentacles energy is a little blocked, just a little blocked, not crazy blocked, just a little blocked with this flow. And so again, doing I'm just feeling a lot of sitting in easy pose. I feel easy pose, but I feel somebody sitting on a chair, and somebody likes meditating on a chair, and that's completely fine, as long as your back is straight, your spine is straight, right? So, and that's going to help with that. All right, that's going to help with that, doing that meditation. I'm really focusing on the sacral chakra energy right here. But this also, if you guys are raising into a 5D, which some of you guys are, you'll know, because you'll be familiar with that, right? And if you're raising into 5D, focus on your navel chakra, on clearing your navel. Okay. Yeah, so navel and solar plexus. But for those of you who are like 5D, what's that? Focus on clearing your sacral chakra, okay? Clearing attachments to the past. All of it is clearing attachments. So clearing attachments to the past and clearing the self-doubt. All right, is going to bring you this forward movement and bring you into this energy of I'm worthy of receiving love in abundance in all ways. Okay, so this is definitely about emotional fulfillment. And when you're emotionally fulfilled, you see everything as abundant, right? You don't see lack. You see abundance. You see prosperity, you know. Yeah. And the abundance angels are recommending for you, and this is coming from your guides, as a gratitude list. So this is either confirmation for some of you that this gratitude list is helping you to create this change, or for those of you who are not doing your gratitude list every single day, this is for you to start doing it. And it says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So also what's coming through with that, all right, we're going to pull another one. What's coming through with that is for you to actually focus on your solar plexus, and to say, I am grateful for courage. I am grateful for trust. Okay, and I'm grateful for acceptance. Those three, whichever one you resonate with, is going to help to clear and transmute self-doubt. Okay, and then doing the same thing with the whichever chakra you resonated with the most, the sacral, or the for 3D, and for 5D, the navel. Okay, and saying, you know, I am grateful for acceptance, I'm grateful for approval. Okay, that is going to really help to open that flow. There's this energy of I accept me. All right, so yeah, I have accepted all of me, I'm hearing. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we're going to pull one more, and then we're going to be done with this pile, guys. Conscious consumer, okay? You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply, and you purchase only that which you need. Okay, so what this is telling me is that times when you are feeling blocked, one of your addictions is shopping or spending money. Okay, and it could just, and it doesn't, you could be addicted to just buying food that you don't need. Okay, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, and try that, and it's only because your sacral chakra is, so it's definitely for you guys with the 3D, your sacral chakra is blocked, okay, with attachments and that kind of thing, and you're feeling like you need to replace this uncomfortability feeling with purchasing. Okay, yeah. So that's just something to be aware of, okay, guys? All right, we're going to ding the bell, and just let me move this stuff out the way, and we're going to get to number 2. All right, so for my number 2s, the way that we're doing this pick a card is, this is the image that came through when I was meditating on the energy. So what I want you to do is to focus on the number 2 and to focus on this image, okay? And keep staring at that image. I am going to go ahead and shuffle your card decks while you are staring at that image, and then I will go ahead and get the channeled messages for you guys, okay? And then we'll go through the reading. I'm gonna ding the bell again. I'm hearing somebody has, I know somebody has a TV on in the background, and I can hear it, and it's distracting me. So I'm just gonna clear to put a shield up, okay? Just keep staring at that image, number 2s. Keep staring at that image. And so if you are here from number 1 or number 3, I want you to focus on number 2 in your heart space, okay? Focus on number 2 in your heart space. Thank you. All right, I just need to transfer the energy of that to paper, okay? Okay, so I'm being guided to let you guys know that this image, and when I drew this, I was guided to invoke the stars of caprices or caprice. At first it looked like Capricorn when I was trying to, when I heard it, but then I was trying to see how to spell it, and it looked like Capricorn, but that might, but I don't know. I didn't actually look it up before I started the reading, but Spirit says this is for you in some way, shape, or form. So if you're feeling called to go and do some research on that, or you know what that is, then yeah, okay, that's for you, some way, shape, or form. All right. I feel my right side is clearing a lot right now. Okay, so Okay, guys. All right, thank you. So, actually, let me keep this out just in case. So what I got for you guys, number 2, is your divine masculine needs release. All right, so that's what the right side is like clearing right now. And this is a tangerine, and they had me draw it as if like I saw like a leaf on it, so it's telling me it needs to be fresh. All right, so eating tangerines, or like I heard tangerine, is going to help you clear attachments, all right? And it's going to help your masculine energy to release. So there's this an energy of like there's a control issue that's going on within the ego energy, within the mental body, okay? And yeah, and it's kind of a big one, because I heard sailboat, but then they showed me an image of one of those boats that has like one of those kind of you know, like a freight boat or something like that, where it's like, you know, it's carrying something, has a big like chimney thing. And so I feel like what's happening is that you're seeing it as not that big of a deal, but the weight that this attachment or attachments has on you is a very big deal. All right, and as soon as you release it, I saw a duck, and then I heard cha-ching. Okay, so it's gonna be like money in the bank, okay, type of energy, like I feel. But be careful, because I just heard she ain't got no money in the bank. All right, so what that means is don't I'm going to say it like this, don't take offense, don't trick on anybody, all right? So once you get this money, don't go spending it, you know, for show or for flash, or go spending it on that person that you know is only using you for your money, okay? That kind of thing. So, and I feel like this is an addiction. Yeah, that's an addiction that you guys are overcoming, okay? And so, and it is a process, because I got 1, 2, 3, and then a dash. So that means there's going to be a pause. So that means you're going to take action. You're going to, you know, eat these tangerines, and you're going to move away from this energy. You're going to see this money coming in, and you're going to not do what you normally do when you get this money. You're going to do something different, and that's that pause of you like mastering this addiction. You know, it's the energy of I control my fears don't control me. Okay, so again, like I said, it's the ego, the fear, right? That you have to clear these attachments. And so it's definitely with the sacral chakra. I definitely feel that with the tangerine energy, okay? But there's also this, I just heard essential oil, so you might want to look into that. And then I saw 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it was like, oh my God, it was kind of like I needed a break for a second, and it was like 8. Okay, so then you're going to get really fast movement, and this 8 and this particular download is talking about an ending, okay, like a death. There's going to be a rebirth, because you're going to surrender. That 12 is for the hangman, for Pisces energy, all right? So this 8 is Scorpio energy. This Pisces is yeah, as hangman energy. So, and because I'm looking at 8 as if it's the death card in the tarot, okay, not justice. So and yeah, so you're gonna have to surrender. And then there were like 5 fingers, and so I drew that, and then in the middle of the 5 fingers was a bomb, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. Tick tick tick, boom. Okay, so something is gonna blow up in your hand, or maybe somebody is trying to take something from you, or maybe somebody's trying to give you something that isn't like, you know, up to par or something like this. And I just heard sexually transmitted disease. So listen up. Make sure you're wearing protection. And also because you're manifesting at this time, it's not a great idea to even be having sex with people that you don't even just know like their whole deal, all right? Because that energy you're gonna have to release. And that might be why you got to release attachments to like tricking, or just like spending or showing, or, you know, spending money for show, you know what I mean, in that kind of thing, or vice versa, if it's the vice versa energy, okay? And that's because you're actually the attachments that, and that's why I see that's what it is, tick tick boom. you're not seeing the people you're having sex with as the reason why things are not like happening for you and why money's not flowing for you. You know, these kinds of things, you're not seeing it as a problem, but it is a problem. It's a very big problem, because now you're not only attached to your own addiction, but you're actually now attached to whatever they're attached to. Okay, so this is this Miss Promiscuous is playing in my mind. All right, so this realization is going to blow up in your hand. All right, it's something that it's gonna click for you. You're gonna be like, wow. Okay, and it might be something like one of the people you're messing with has an issue or a problem. You have sex with them, protected or unprotected, it doesn't matter, right? You're close to them, so they can their energy jumps on you, right? So now you got their energy. Now all of a sudden you have the same problem that they got, and it clicks for you, and you're like, whoa, they just gave me their problem, right? That was something I saw before too. It's STD, spiritually transmitted disease. Okay, I don't mean to laugh, I'm sorry. But understand it's real, okay, because of who you are. All right, and because of what you're meant to do in this world, in this lifetime. So yes, and then right now I heard, and then I saw Big Ben clock, which is the London clock, UK. Whenever I see Big Ben, it's always an ancestor. It's a male ancestor that's coming through, you know, somebody who had authority, somebody you looked up to. This even could be someone who's still living, but their higher self is one of your guides that is coming through. And I feel like they're letting you know that right now is the time, and it's like you got to cut connections, you got to cut cords, you got to cut people off. Okay, yeah. So let's get into these cards. Yeah, now is the time. And you know, it's over where I'm at. It's about to be fall. So harvest is about to come in. And what happens when harvest comes in is that we start planting again. We start getting the ground ready for us to prepare it so that we can go through a winter, okay, to go through a period of rest, so that way this period of rest you are ready for the spring to replant again. All right, so this is also why I feel they're telling you it's time to cut off what you need to cut off, because you're about to bring your abundance and your harvest, which is going to also be a cushion for you, all right, so that you can rest in peace during the winter time and also get enough rest mentally, but also financially. All right, build that money in the bank, so that way when the spring comes around, not only do you have a chunk of money, right? This energy of, it's not a chunk of money, it's like you're comfortable. King of Pentacles energy, you're comfortable, you don't have to worry about anything. And when you're ready to plant these new seeds, these new ideas, or grow your business or whatever it is, you have more than enough to do so, because you're not letting your money be ciphered out of you. Okay, I feel I'm gonna say it, I feel somebody here has a relationship with a siren. Okay, and what that looks like is that you have a soft spot for this person. It doesn't matter what they need, they always can get it from you, no matter how they treat you or what they do to you, and you always open, and you're also having sex with this person, okay, or sexual relations. Okay, so, and they're draining you. They're vampire energy. They're draining you because this siren is not of the light, okay? Or they're not claiming the light, so they're not doing the work or anything like that. They're in the world of Caesar. They're in the Matrix. All right? Yeah, so. Yeah, there's a lot on that one. So let's see what Spirit wants to bring for you. 16, loving compassion, Tower. Okay, so something unexpected, and this is you. I'm feeling this really strongly. You showing yourself loving compassion and allowing yourself to deal with your addiction, to deal with why you need to or want to have multiple partners, especially like unprotected. And I'm not just talking about like, you know, health-wise unprotected, but also unprotected spiritually as well. Okay, so that's kind of like self-sabotage in a way, and I feel like a spirit is coming out to let you know it's time for you to face this, you know, and the divine is here to help you do it. Love and compassion. I feel a lot of moon energy coming from this, so you might have Cancer in your chart as well. And just because we already saw the Scorpio and the Pisces come out, it's a lot of emotion. So the attachment is definitely in that emotional body, that sacral chakra energy. Okay, releasing those emotional attachments. And this is the thing, you have to be honest with yourself and say, I am emotionally attached to this energy that is not for my highest good. Limitless, extraordinary. Yeah, okay, so we got limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything in anyone. Okay, so this is because a lot of this addiction thing is because of insecurity, right? So as soon as you start seeing yourself as secure, as courageous, as truly confident, like the inner you, okay, not what you show people, but the inner you as confident, you're going to feel limitless, right? And then you're going to see things as they truly are, and that's when you're going to come into your peacock moment, and you're going to see yourself as extraordinary, and you're going to know that everything that you want to do is possible once you release these attachments. There's a wild, impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored, right? So this is you honoring yourself for who you truly are, for what it is that you came to offer in this world and to do for this world, you know, the positivity. And I feel like you're helping people. You're helping people do something with their lives. Like, you're helping people, and that's a great thing, you know, coming out of maybe poverty or coming into a new whatever. But you're helping people come up. You're helping people realize their dreams. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So it's time for you to show yourself the love that you show to other people. It's time for you to allow yourself to receive love. Okay? Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself, right? So again, this is talking about you releasing the addiction, the attachment, the releasing, seeing that you have an addiction to attachments, and what are those attachments, and you lovingly letting them go. Okay? Yeah. Moonlighting. So it says here, you can start working on your dream career part-time while you keep your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Oh, that's powerful. I love that. I love that. So you might be doing, you know, multiple jobs right now, so that way you can, like, you know, pay the rent, have food, this kind of thing. And what that's saying is you're going to be able to turn this into something full-time. But in order for you to do that, right, you have to have, your energy needs to be clear, and you have to see yourself for who you really are, so that way you can put, there's some kind of goals that need to be put in place. So remember, we talked about your harvest and then the winter time. So there's something that you got to get clear in your energy, because there's going to be something you're going to be implementing coming into that January energy, right, that you're going to be seeding, so that way it can come into birth come that May time, whatever that is for you. Okay? Yes. Let's do some clarifiers. This moonlighting energy, I feel this a lot. And maybe for some of you guys, you're changing a career, or maybe some of you guys are adding something on. And it is taking time away from what you're primarily doing, but it's something that brings you happiness. And we got King of Swords coming out. So clear discernment. So that's another reason why it's like letting go of these attachments and addictions. So you have clear discernment on what choices to make, all right, not only with your finances, but with your time. Okay, that's a big deal. Yeah, I just saw 44, 44. So the angels are definitely helping you do this and helping you to be patient with yourself and to cultivate something with the Seven of Pentacles coming out. Frustration leads to stagnation, okay? And that also, that frustration, you might want take it out in different ways, and then you end up taking it out in that way, and now you have stuck yourself, right? And now you are, you know, I don't want to, this is how they're giving it to me, 10 steps back instead of 10 steps forward, all right, because of frustration. So be patient with yourself and don't allow those times of frustration to take your power away, and you make a decision that is going to lead you backwards, and then you having to relearn lessons, all right? Therefore, you taking longer, that pause, remember that? Therefore, you taking longer to get to the next step. But, yeah. It's almost this energy of like you having to really prove that these attachments that you have to release are something that you have to release in order to free yourself, okay? And Spirit is saying, you'll see. You'll see. Once you face your fears and you release this, you'll see that your energy opens up, that your mind opens up, your heart opens up, your opportunities open up, because you are no longer attached to energy that is draining you, okay? I think that's it. Yeah, look, there it is. There's confirmation of that addiction energy, and confirmation that as soon as you let that go, you are going to have a new beginning. You're going to have that cha-ching, okay? That abundance coming in. All right? Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmations very much. Yeah, with self-love, okay? That's the key over here, is that self-love energy. So Pisces showing up again. Yes. Okay, number twos, thank you so much. I'm going to get ready for number threes. If you're feeling like you want to stay, come on and stay. Let me just clear the board for a sec. I am going to hit the dinger. Yeah, because we got to clear that doubt. Okay, so number threes, the way that we're doing this reading is, this is the image that came up when I was meditating for this reading. So I want you to think of the number 3, okay, and look at this image and stare at this image. I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle the cards and get them ready for you. Then I'm going to write down the channeled messages for you, okay, on what you need to know. So go ahead and stare at that. And again, if you watch number 1 or 2, make sure that you are picturing number 3 in your heart space as you stare at this image, okay? I'm just going to ding the bell. Okay, so number 3, what it is that you need to know. So for you guys, also, this is interesting because for the first 2, they had me do the paper like this, but for you guys, they had me do the paper like this. All right, so I feel like normally when we're doing the Celtic cross, okay, so say the Celtic cross, say this is what you want, then we put this over, this is crossing you, this is what's blocking you, right? So that's interesting because that means that the other 1 and 2 were about blocks, okay, but this is actually about you receiving something that you want because I feel like it's cleared. I feel like you've overcome the blockage. I'm seeing the ice cream cone again. Strawberry. Hold on. I'll say it after. I got a ding. Somebody's crown is overactive, and I'm like rushing, and I'm like, and they're like, because somebody's rushing with something. This is so interesting. Now it just had me. Okay, it's coming. It came back again. I wasn't sure because it came from number 2, but it came again. So I just All right, so definitely someone from number 2 is watching number 3. That's for sure. Okay. So, what came up was an ice cream cone. It was strawberry on the bottom, vanilla on top. So, and that was like very clear. I'm actually tasting strawberry ice cream right now too. So, strawberries remind me of sweetness, but they also remind me of oxytocin and getting close to someone. And because when you eat strawberries, it helps you to create that chemical, and so it's a way of like falling in love with yourself because you're creating the chemical by eating something you love. But also you could be falling in love with the strawberry ice cream, right? So this pinkness, but that pink is like compassion, it's spirit, it's source, that's coming through. And then that vanilla is this energy of like purity. It's the energy of the star. So you, Aquarius, you falling in love with yourself, right? That kind of thing. And then there was railroad tracks, and they were going across like this, and so it's like you're traveling towards something, traveling towards making a choice, okay? and this choice is going to be a gift, because then I saw a Christmas tree, and for me, Christmas tree with a star on top means that it's time to give the gift. It's like you're receiving the gift, right? And it just reminded me too of the energy of putting the star on the tree. Like it's a ritual, and it's also yes, a pagan ritual, but it's a ritual, and it's also this energy of completion, this energy of you, now that you've overcome something, you've made a choice, you made it with your heart that you're going to receive a gift, and this gift is going to be something of stability. It's also going, I just heard the gift that keeps giving, so I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to bring stability to you. And abundance, yes, and because trees are abundant, right? Yeah, and it might be also wisdom coming in as well, because trees are abundant, they're wisdom. Yay, you were a gift. Yeah, trees are gifts. And then I heard roll over, and then there was an arrow, and it was like nah, right? And then I saw a hat with a rabbit in it. Okay, so like magic. So I feel like there's this energy of people taking your kindness for weakness and you transmuting that, and what that is you setting boundaries, becoming the Queen of Cups, right? And you setting energetic boundaries. So you are the Queen of Cups, but you becoming the Queen of Swords as well, and having clear discernment and showing people that where they're limited with you, to where you're not a pushover. They can't just walk all over you. Like they can't be like roll over, and you do it, right? So you're like nah, and you like transmute that, because the transmuting in that with the rabbit in the hat is you're the magician, right? And you have the power to create your reality. So as soon as you start seeing you as something different, and you claiming that, and you speaking that into existence, then you're going to start receiving that back from other people. So it's this energy of as soon as you start respecting yourself and seeing your gifts, and appreciating yourself, and honoring yourself, and loving yourself, then you're going to see people change around you, and they're going to start giving you that same love and respect and honor as well, okay? Because it's what you are on the inside radiated out, and so that's your reflection, that's your mirror. So the people around you are going to be mirroring what you are, which they already are, but since you're transmuting any negative energy or any kind of thoughts of not loving yourself, then which I feel that might have been where you're coming from, right? Number 3 is like you're coming from this energy. So I'm saying that. So 23, if you are 2 coming into 3, that's the number 23. So definitely reading Psalms 23 twice a day is recommended for you, but also know that this is your next level, okay? For my number 2s, this is where you are going to, right? This is like the result of you doing that self-love work and releasing the attachments. This is where you're coming over to, right? Where nobody's going to be able to emotionally, and I feel like it's emotionally manipulate you anymore, okay? And then I heard right now, and it was an arrow, and it said move forward. So again, that's coming from number 2, because there's attachments, there's relationships, there's beliefs you have to move away from. You got to move forward. A way of you seeing yourself, a belief of who you are. You have to move away from the old you and into the new version of you. You have to detach from that. Virgo energy coming through a little bit, detaching from old versions of yourself. And then I saw coins, and I actually saw like a penny, a dime, I saw a quarter, I saw the heads of it, which is interesting, because I made it like heads. So also with magician energy, maybe you're gambling something, and I almost feel like there's a risk that Spirit is asking you not to take, and it might be this energy of all right. Okay, so the example is coming through, like when you know who somebody is, but you keep giving them a chance, and it's like, stop taking that risk, because you keep giving them a chance, and you keep needing to give them another chance. So that is showing you already the odds are not in your favor, and he's like, stop taking that risk, because every time you do, you have to go clean up your emotions, up your emotional body, and then you are stuck for a period of time because you are clearing up that emotional body, when honestly, if you just didn't choose that route, you would get your gift sooner. Okay, so definitely, if you didn't watch number 2, watch it. Okay, and it says, then it said, you matter. Okay, you matter, in big letters, almost like bright signs. You matter. So this is this energy of, I'm significant, I'm enough. Okay, and when I did a little bit of like air channeling, I got roses. Okay, so again, this energy of masculine coming into full bloom, your heart coming into full bloom, and then 12, also surrender energy coming in with the 12, like a dozen roses, because that's what I saw. And also death, because these roses were black. Okay, so that's another thing with that too. Yes, they turn their red and they turn black, so it's a death coming, like an ending. All right, this is definitely not literal. I don't feel that kind of energy here. It's just representative of a death to the old self, a death to the ego, a death to the old life, to the old relationships, the old friends, things that no longer serve you, death to the old beliefs, perspectives, thoughts. Okay, yeah, so let's get into the cards. So a thing for you guys is definitely to stay grounded. This is a lot that came out. Hold on, that's a lot. I'll just read it to you. It's a lot. 21, communication, co-creation. This is more than anyone's ever gotten. 6, high heart chakra. I want to be able to read the card, read the things. So you see high heart chakra, sacral chakra 3, core of creation. So yeah, that's definitely going with number 2 as well. Endless opportunities, 23. There's the 23. So if you, again, that's confirmation. If you haven't watched number 2, watch it. The portal keeper, number 50, which is also saying 50 is my number for karma ending and you getting gifts, rewards, blessings coming in because you cleared your karma. 35, luminescence. This is you glowing, your authentic glow. Okay. And then full spectrum, 26. This is you fully activated, you remembering who you are and you in your full power. And then 34, life force energy. This is you in union with spirit. Okay. So this is really powerful for my number 3s, especially if you saw number 2 first. All right, because then this is something that you know that once you do that work, you have a lot to look forward to. All right, the things that are going to really be opening up for you. And that's also why too, like, because the block in this energy, the block is over. You have taken back your power. You got your confidence back. You believe in yourself, like you trust yourself. You're able to move forward. You're able to receive money as well with moving forward, you know. So there's more than one gift coming in and more than one gift of money coming in as well. And also the gift of just of being able to manifest and enjoy the sweetness of life. Okay, so that's also what ice cream represents. Look, limitless. Wow, this came out too for number 2. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone, right? So this is also this energy that's coming through of everyone. Thank you, Florence Golvashin. Everyone is a link in my good. Okay, so no matter who that person is that you have to let go of, or the people you have to let go of, or the people you have to forgive, everyone is a link in your good. They're all a link to that door of happiness, joy, and abundance that you have walked through or will walk through. And then we got faith, miraculous, amazing, everything I need always comes. Everything I need always comes. Love is opening to me. I receive beyond anything I imagine. Oh, that's powerful. Let me put this up here so you can like screenshot that. That's powerful. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. That's powerful. That's the power of faith. And there's the hummingbird is here. There's two. I don't know. This doesn't look like maybe, I don't know. This is definitely a hummingbird. This other one, he looks a little different. But he has a long beak. It's just not as thin. And then, yeah, and right now, and this was a card, was this from, I think this was from number 1. So if you guys resonate with number 1, this is a yes that you should be here as well. All right, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. All right, so there was this energy in number 2 of you getting ready. After you've mastered that, you let go, you come into the self-acceptance, into the self-love, you travel towards this decision. You make the decision, you get your gift. All right, somebody's gonna test you and you're gonna be like, no. All right, and you like transmute that, and then you're gonna be in this energy of starting to see it real. 811, you're gonna start seeing all of the work that you do manifest in front of you. All right, and there's going to be this energy where I feel a tug of war of you fighting with going back to the old energy and you moving forward. And the key is to move forward. Anytime you feel yourself going backwards, you know, you can sit and ask yourself why, or you can also just come into acceptance that you just need to release. You know, you need to release. There's a reason why you are in this moment right now and you're not still in that same situation, right? So let's not repeat the cycle. Move forward. And that's going to bring more abundance into you, because you are now going to see that you matter and that you are significant. All right. And then that's going to bring another transformation that comes into you. Powerful. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Ecstatic bliss, high heart chakra, number 6. Ecstatic bliss is what's so harmony, peace. 6 is the Lover's card in the tarot. That's this Gemini energy, and that is union. All right, masculine and feminine energy working together, not resisting each other. Ask for your needs to be met. Okay, so it says, God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make free will choice to be helped. And it begins with you asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Right, so it's like, if you need help, what do you need help with? You know, what do you need help with? Which I just realized I forgot to mention this. I am my girlfriend, she is going through chemotherapy, breast cancer right now, and she has 4 kids and her husband, and she has a GoFundMe. So if anyone's interested in supporting that and just helping their family as she goes through chemotherapy and then through the mastectomy surgery, go ahead. The link is in the description box. Doesn't matter how much you donate, any amount is helpful. And if you can't donate monetarily, the prayers are always welcomed. Yes, yes. So yeah, so that's another thing, asking for what you want and not holding resentment. If you see other people getting things that you wish you had, or things that you were like, well, you know, I didn't get that, that's like resentment. You can't hold on to that. And you have to realize, when you were down and out, did you ask? Did you tell people that you needed help? Or were you putting on a mask, acting like everything was okay? You know what I mean? So you can't, I mean, you shouldn't hold resentment either way, but logically, that's not their fault that you did not ask, that you had your pride in the way and you didn't ask. So that's just an example, okay, of you needing to ask, and also releasing resentment, okay? Because remember, the sacral chakra is here, and and I feel the heart, and the high heart is here too. So all of that is connected in, and just releasing resentment from yourself in all ways, and doing that through coming through acceptance, right? And that also helps to transmute anger as well, guys. Okay, yes, yes. Let's get into the tarot. I just saw 2 of Cups. Not going to clarify that whole thing. I feel like that's just like Spirit wanting you to see the progression of your work and what is going to be happening for you. Okay, like the doors that you're going to be opening by you doing this work and sticking to your heart and having compassion for yourself. So let's go in. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. So again, you mastering self and mastering something, you freeing up the energy to also master some kind of craft, okay, which is going to lead to more abundance for you. All right, limitless abundance is possible for me. Yeah, and there it is. There's the Two of Cups. So, and there's the 26 again, right? Full spectrum. So there's this energy of you having to walk away from a soulmate relationship or something like that. Okay, something that you did care about, that had your heart, but it's over. I feel it was definitely like a karmic relationship. Remember, soulmates are also they're karmic, right? So it's time to walk away because it's causing you too much fear, too much anxiety. All right, and I feel like you are going to be doing that. That's a part of all of this work that you are doing. Okay. And there's also this energy. I feel it because she's actually hurt. They're coming over here, right? It's like, so I feel it. You've been back and forth with this relationship. There's been a cycle, and it's been blocking you from mastering yourself, from mastering your craft, right? From opening your heart. It's been blocking you, and it's been taking time. So it's like now, instead of going back to that, you're going to redirect and you're going to move forward, moving forward. Okay. Yeah. Right. Because you're fearing rejection. It was keeping you in that rejection energy. Okay. Fear of rejection is what kept you here. But now releasing the fear of rejection because you know that you matter, that you are enough, and you are worthy of having, worthy of receiving love. So also this is what's happening is sometimes people stay in a relationship to, how I gotta see how it's coming through. It's like the people-pleasing wound. Okay, sometimes you stay in that relationship because you're able to please that person, and that's actually a wound that you have to heal, right? Putting others' needs before your own, like filling someone else's cup before you fill yours type of energy. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening here, what you're coming out of. Like, you're allowing yourself to surrender to your soul, to surrender to love, and trusting that right now is the time to move forward. So I just noticed that because I said right now, and then this card came out. Yeah. So, and that's, you're going to be in this Empress energy, all right? So you definitely do have something that you're going to be working on. When I see the Empress, it's this energy of I have it all, you know, I'm abundant, but also this energy of it's time to really nurture yourself because you're going to be giving birth to something, all right? You're in the process of nurturing yourself, of nurturing whatever this idea is or whatever it is that you got going on, all right? And so you have to nurture yourself as if you're carrying a child or you're taking care of a child, you know what I mean? And so how would you, if you were about to give birth to something, how would you be treating yourself? Where would your focus go? Where would your energy go? What would you be doing? How would you be doing it? And thinking like that because you want to give birth to the most healthiest whatever. So the most healthiest, happiest, most joyful manifestation, whatever that is for you. Okay, and for some of you, it might actually be a baby. All right, yeah. And that, so I feel that if some of you actually have to make choices to move out of relationships where there's children involved, you know, remember that your children are as happy as you are. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, that came through. But of course, please use your own discernment on the choices that you make, okay? And look on the, oh my geez, look at this. On the bottom, the Eight of Cups, and we have the World, and we have the Magician. Okay, so all of that is like confirmation too of what we channeled. This is the bunny in the hat is right there. You know, this is you walking away, you choosing something else, you going to that crossroads, you traveling towards something else and you walking away from it. Okay, and this is your completion. There, and again, so this is also telling me again that some of you guys might have to be like moving houses and that kind of thing, situations, cars, jobs, whatever, you know, to complete this. Okay, guys? And that's also confirmation for some of you guys out there for there is movement that is going to happen. But remember, the movement that is going to happen is fully supported and guided by the divine. So, you know, don't put any worry or anything like that on your heart, because the divine is guiding you the whole way. The whole way. Yep. And there it is, 3 of Pentacles. They're working with you the whole way. Okay? All right, that is it. Thank you so very much, guys. And I don't know if anyone watched it all the way to the end. I forgot to mention it at the end of each video, but I am doing personals and coaching and energy healing sessions and mediumship readings. So if you guys want to book with me, the information is in the description. All right, and thank you. Bye.